morning. This is the day after we first did the Teff combined with water and the starter for the Injera. You want to allow about 8 to 12 hours between when you do the first step at night and when you do the next step in the morning. If you wait too long, the yeast in the Injera batter will start to die and you won't have a lot of iron in your Injera. So what you're going to need this morning is self-rising flour. You normally use about an equal portion self-rising flour excuse me, to an equal portion of Teff. I'm using about 3 cups of self-rising flour, even though I used 2 cups of Teff last night because my starter had a little too much Teff in it to begin with, and I'm experimenting. So first you want to take the Injera starter that you made last night and just stir it up a little bit. The liquid will have separated a little bit just beneath the surface, so you want to stir that. Now the step that we're going to do this morning involves a blender. You have to blend up the Teff starter a little bit at a time to get rid of all of the grit. Now you'll notice before you blend it, if you stick your fingers in and go like that, it's gritty, you can feel it. The point in using the blender is to get rid of as much of that grit as possible. Now when you put it on the blender base, if your blender has alternate settings, you'll just want to kind of alternate between the settings so that you can get rid of the grit. And I'm going to do one blender of Teff starter just so that you can see how long and what it's supposed to feel like in the end. I'm going to check and see if it's done. After you do this several times, you kind of get to be able to recognize it based on look, but until then, you want to feel it. It's still somewhat gritty. Not as gritty as before, but you can still feel it. So I'm going to blend it up a little bit more. That should be good. After you blend it up, you'll need to pour it into a clean plastic container. Alright, now I'm going to continue doing that until I have all of the starter blended up, and then I am going to combine my self-rising flour with some water, and I'm also going to blend that up. I'll come back and I'll show you that step. Actually, you know what? I'll come back and show you that step after I get all of the Injera starter blended up.